Our basic idea started more or less 26 years ago when I got injured by a motorbike accident, which completely changed my life overnight. And me being a professional sportsman before my accident immediately brought me back into handicap sport. So this again changed my life again and gave me the opportunity to improve my language, to become self-independent and self-confident again in traveling all over the world. And in the meantime, I always try to combine or making handicapped people talking to able people, because I saw this huge gap that people who can walk were very afraid, very insecure to approach handicapped people. And all the way long we always try to get both groups together to have an integration. And nowadays I can say that with Real IT, with the portal, with the people involved, with good old friends from years ago, we are all together and meeting here in Slovenia and find this new situation and those old ideas which we try to renew, and we think today the time is ripe to launch this. And we are very proud to be back and being in the situation that we all stick together, handicapped and disabled people, to follow through and try to set up this new concept. And the idea was, as Dr. Döring said, we try to combine the business and the friendship, I call it, to communicate both situations. So while we distribute our bonus card, we automatically provoke the integration and we generate business. So it's like a win-win-win situation. And that's more or less our goal, and we are looking forward to launch not only Germany and Slovenia, to approach whole Europe. And I think today was a great day and a perfect start to speak out our wishes and requests, and we hope that many thousands and millions of people can listen to our ideas and follow us. The most activity has been and still is to find junior exploration companies worldwide to make them become the future producers in the world. Our more or less key project was and still is Aldrich Minerals. Aldrich Minerals is in a phase where we believe the project can become a producer shortly, unless the project is going to be taken out by a big player. I think in conjunction with Elementum, Bojan Pravica, HTV and Advice Portfolio Management, as such, is a perfect conglomerate of people who have the talent and the opportunity and ability to offer a wide range of portfolio management to anyone, not only in Slovenia. And with our access to more than 40 geologists worldwide and our presence on any relevant commodities conventions worldwide, we believe that we are right now the strongest team in Europe to provide services, as we say. Based on a 2 to 7-8 year investment period of time, we usually say we do not invest in companies who do not have an upside potential of a few 100%. Nowadays, especially in the last few weeks, the yield is even higher, because according to these subprime problems, as you can read and hear on TV and what's going on in the global markets, we believe that there are many more companies, junior exploration companies, who have been so much undervalued according to the decrease in value in the past 18 months, that the upside potential is now even greater. So there are companies who have upside potential of at least a few hundred, even a few 1000% from today. It's a matter of how much money any single human being can afford to invest. That's why we just got our approval for our own commodities investment fund based in Liechtenstein. People from now on can invest on a small schedule on a monthly basis, starting off with 50 to 100 euros, or starting off with 1,000 to 5,000 euros as a principal amount. So it's more or less a matter of how are the people going to approach by their advisors or distributors, and then of course they have to do the analyze and see on what basis can a client invest how much in a principal amount and how much they can spend on a monthly basis. Why are we different? Why are we special? We're different because, according to other investment players on the market, especially in the commodities, we have reached a standing on the worldwide market to be exclusively available for investors and distributors to place or invest with us in private placements. In other words, when junior exploration companies acquire or require monies for their operations, they first look to advise portfolio management in Germany in conjunction with Bojan Pravica and Elementum and HDV, and have found a home in the last few years. In other words, if an individual client goes to his personal bank, let's put it this way, and would ask for private placement, for example, in Aldrich Minerals, they would have to go back to the company in Canada and vice versa. And Aldrich Minerals would go back to advice or to Bojan or to HDV and would have to ask for an investment opportunity. And that's quite unique, and we have been very successful in the past 10 years. And I also need to say that we are on any big commodities conventions worldwide with our geological team. And so that's the platform we tried to create, and that's where we are today, and that's why we are special.
Kongres represents Canadian, American resource companies in Germany and in Europe, and is presenting the producers of tomorrow to the German and European investment community. Our recently launched platform gives access to unlimited information about the companies regarding research reports, fact sheets, newest things in the commodity sector. We provide CEO interviews, so interested investors can look up the opinion of the CEO and can sign up for a newsletter so they get the latest information from the companies and from the commodity sector twice a month. And we think that we will contribute a lot to the education for commodities in Europe.